somebody, I can't remember how I got back into reading him. Jorge Luis Borges.
Hmm.
I'm talking about. I read The Circular Ruins in high school, and like that story was always very mysterious and it's really stuck in my memory. But I just forgot who wrote it. I can't remember how I decided I wanted to seek out his stories again, but I remember I bought the Penguin edition of like his fictions and like just started reading it one summer. And Borges, yeah, he's one of my favorite authors now. Just a lot because his concepts, I relate to the interest in a lot of them. There's a lot of stuff with mazes and libraries and just strange phenomena, but the stories are short and to the point, and they leave you with there's just a lot of room for imagination. But stuff like Tlön, Uqbar, Orbis, Tertius, yeah, that's just an amazing story.
Hmm.
It goes into sort of something that's kind of popular now, which is, I mean, it's taking the tradition of using kind of a found manuscript form, but positing that like it found a encyclopedia of an unknown world, and then there's concepts and stuff in the encyclopedia that are just totally alien to our world, and then basically a full volume turns up, a full set, and then that starts to like influence the world
Hmm.
because it's like a complete system.
It's
And
this fictional country that sort of becomes a fictional world, and through discovering these texts, and then it starts to take over our world.
mhm.
I'll never forget the first time I read that. I think it was in the World Treasury of Science Fiction.
Yeah.
I was in my room sitting on the sofa at night reading it, and I read the whole story that night, and I just fell asleep on the couch just afterwards.
Mhm.
And I'm lying asleep, and I have a dream. And in the dream, I'm lying on the couch in the exact same position. The lighting's the same, everything. But this blue metallic woman is standing over me, um,
Whoa.
behind the sofa, and she just looks down at me and in kind of this robotic man's voice says, "Have you been to Tlön?" And then I wake up and there's nobody there, and I'm in the exact same position.
Jeez. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I can't beat that. uh
So that was my introduction to Borges, and I've enjoyed delving in from there. But
yeah,
wow.
it was, oh man, it was a really mossy summer. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It was just like I started reading a bunch of Borges, and then I like just had this outpouring of short stories I started writing in the vein of Borges and some other things. Like he was the writer who really like opened the floodgates for me to want to write, because it seemed like it didn't have to be this huge venture. It could be something short and have like a concept and that would
Mm.
play with reality, or just taking something to its conclusion.